You want to do an Insecure podcast on Mondays?
Okay. Aldo NICE presents.
Welcome to the MENsecure podcast.
He distracted me with his fine ass face, but I'm gonna tell him, shut the fuck up. I don't want your conversation.
Like, I almost wanted to call Issa after I watched the episode and say, hey, look, I got an idea.
Yeah, I thought about it. I've been thinking about you, but you're married.
What you gonna talk to? Gonna be like, oh, that's just your friend on the couch? You know what I'm saying? Laying there. Ain't nobody going for that.
I think I like the one becoming.
Part of the Best Friend Weekend Podcast Network.
The couch got uncomfortable, so we just started sleeping in bed together, platonically. Girl, no. We really started connecting, and I just don't want to mess that up. Then why are you in this bed? My neck!
When I roll up, looking hella fine.
Issa, an apartment came through. It's only got a half bath, but there's a YMCA up the block where you can shower after 6.
That sounds promising.
I've never had all black coworkers before. Guys, I'm so excited to get started.
I thought these boxes were going into storage.
Your office is the storage.
For real, Issa, you eating in bed?
The heart wants what it wants.
What else does the heart want?
I bet they wanna, but ain't nobody do it like me.
How y'all doing out there? Welcome to the MENsecure podcast, brought to you by the Best Friend Weekend podcast. This your man Aldo NICE.
It's your boy Los, a.k.a. C.A.P.
Appreciate y'all sitting down and listening to us for our weekly rundown.
Yeah, we consistent. We 2 in a row now.
Two.
I feel good. It's kind of hard to put these things together on Monday now.
They say it take 100 hours of doing anything to master it.
Yeah, so we got.
I don't think that's right. I think I made something up.
It sounded.
I think it's 1,000,000 hours.
Like whatever, 1,000,000 hours. Whatever it is, I'm gonna rock with it.
But how long does it take to make a trend? Maybe 2 or 3 days? It don't matter. Whatever it is. 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah. You just need one something crazy to go viral.
How long you gotta go on? No, that's not what I really meant. I'm not talking about virility. I'm talking about if you get on the in the gym. How many days you gotta go to the gym before you start going to the gym?
21.
21 days?
21
so we gotta do 21 podcasts?
It's a habit, I think, right?
I don't know. It is what it is.
21 days, it becomes a habit.
I don't know what it is. Well, let's look at this episode 3, season 3.
Yeah.
Insecure.
Yeah. Backwards
Life. It's a little bit of a different one. I appreciate the feedback that we got over the week. We got a couple of different feedback things that we wanted to throw out there to them listeners who said, hey, man, why y'all didn't talk about this or mention this? Just a couple of small things. Somebody shot me out and said, hey, Daniel is a Kappa. That's why he had that Playboy bunny sweat on last week. And I was like, I didn't know.
I didn't know he went to college.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you necessarily have to go to college to be in a fraternity like that.
You gotta at least go. Nah, you gotta have some amount of credits. Huh?
Pretty sure you don't.
So you can be fresh out of high school.
Man, I don't. Okay, maybe you gotta go to college. You ain't gotta go to no specific college because they be making people honorable and all kind of other stuff.
I know that, but you have to go to college.
I know. I peeped in during this episode. He was at one point he did have a big Kappa brand that I noticed. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I mean, but I would have never noticed that type of thing unless somebody would have been like, hey, look, check that out.
I still didn't see it.
So, well, yeah. I mean, you'll probably notice something and say, oh, yeah, he's supposed to be a Kappa at that point.
Like, if he started shimmying.
Well, which makes sense with how he acting. He been acting real Kappa-esque.
Hey. Like, for real. Super Kappa. He too dark to be acting that light skin, though. He been light skin.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's the thing or not, but hey, it is what it is. They said another thing they said we forgot to point out was that Lawrence was on the couch for a very long time at Issa's house. So don't come at Issa like she wasn't handling her business because she was supporting her and that dude for years.
That's true. Well, I don't know about years. Well, for a while.
They said it was like over a year.
Oh, okay. That's not years. That's a
year.
Year plus.
So they said that was taking place. So they said don't ever play Issa.
Don't play Issa no more.
All right. We got a whole section on here that's about playing Issa. Yes. So if that's what you're waiting for us not to play Issa, then you've listened to the wrong podcast.
Yeah.
Because
you might like me today though. I ain't really have. I wasn't mad at Issa.
Well, talking about today, man, what'd you think about this episode?
I think it was okay, man. It was a good episode. I think it was enlightening. I see,
I swear to God, if we play back what you said last week, you probably said exactly like the same words you just said.
Did. I mean,
it was okay. It was a good episode. I feel like it's the same.
I mean, but it wasn't. It ain't been an episode for me like, ooh, there's only 2.
I got you.
So when that happens, I be like, oh shit. But until then, no, it was okay. It was a good episode. I like how Issa was trying to come up and be an adult a little bit. the dynamic with Molly and the firm and how they kind of did the play on black versus white stuff and how black people do stuff differently, and that kind of thing was pretty cool. Daniel's starting to trip out with that passive aggression. It's coming out even more. Like you went from like get out to no, not really, stay, but then you like okay, lay in the bed with me. You know, he on some extra stuff. I feel like he should have been, if he was going to do all this, should have been there early on. But now Issa over it now. You know what I'm saying? I was proud of her for stopping and being like, nah. That was pretty. I was proud of Issa for that moment. You know what I'm saying? Man got his tongue halfway on your ovaries, and you know you cut him off. You know, it takes some willpower. So overall, I think it was cool.
I mean, I don't know. I don't agree with your optimism for the episode. I thought it was meh. At best, it was just at best it was all right, but I don't even think it was necessarily even an all right episode. It was one that you used to push the plot along. They're trying to get to some other storylines and they're trying to lay some groundwork. Yeah. Now, I mean, us as being podcasters, what we got to do is pull the things out of there that was interesting. I mean, there were interesting things in the episode that don't belie the fact that it really wasn't, to me, a great episode. It just was, you know, it was all right. I mean, one of those things you talked about Molly, so I'll go there first with Molly with the blacks. And I think that was interesting. They put her out there and she started with her job and they kind of laid it out there like the black folks was cutting corners.
Oh yeah, they ain't laid out there. They put out there nice, thick, and smooth.
I mean, but sometimes they say that's the trade off. Mm-hmm. The trade off for working with black folks is the comfort level. Yeah. But a lot of times that you'll have amongst the people that everybody's kind of comfortable. But then at the end of the day, you're trading off some of that professionalism. Now, my question is, do you think that's a stereotype or you think that's reality?
It's a lot of reality. Being a black man who has worked on both sides, it's a lot of reality. I don't think it's all black things, but there's definitely a lot of truth to that. I don't think the lie's not big. You know what I'm saying? If it is a lie, if you can find a lie in there, it's not a huge lie. You know?
I think there's something to be said for it. You know, I've worked, like you said, I've worked in both sides of it, and I think there's something to be said for that. But we are our hardest critics on each other. Definitely. So like we be like, and they said, I think they might even said that same comment in the episode. Yeah, that
you hard on them because they black.
But I liken it to a couple of other things before I even go with Molly and that specific thing. I think about the fact that, sometimes like one of my partners, he was getting mad, and the part that same conversation made me think about this. They were talking about title, and they was like, "Girl, you got title?" And she was like, "Yeah, but I don't listen to it, whatever the case may be." Well, I got shout out to title because I got title, but I got a partner who was getting married, and he was talking about how the wedding planner was terrible, and she had I remember that wedding. I was seated behind a column where I couldn't even see it was bad. No, she had my parents behind a column or something. Yeah. It was bad, and it was like the black wedding planner wasn't dope. Mm-hmm. I mean, when I was buying my house, I had a black realtor. Mm-hmm. The black realtor just wasn't dope. I mean, my point is, a lot of times we as people who consider themselves successful black people try to say, hey, I'm going to support black business. Yeah. And then you find out that black people a lot of times cut those corners or it's just not the best experience. Yeah. So I think just as much as we are being people who are critical of black businesses, we need to be cognizant of our role as kind of being the torchbearer for black business. Okay. So if anybody hires us to do something, you need to do it at your utmost to prove that, hey, black business is what's up, because
I agree with that.
Because like you said, the stereotype is out there, fair or not.
I think the big problem for me with a lot of black business, or just when you're dealing with somebody in a professional setting that's black anyway, I feel like you will see me, just say I'm going to a restaurant and the guy he'll be at the next table is all white people. Yes, ma'am. Yo, sir, what would you like? He'll see me. Oh, what's up, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got that for you for sure.
Oh, like the pizza dude the other day.
Yeah, I couldn't, that shit pissed me off. I ain't give him no tip because of that. He talking,
what the pizza dude did, man.
Man, so I go out there and get the pizza, right? He on the phone. Oh, yes, sir. Can I get you? Then he see me come out there being a nigga with a beard. I guess he just like, oh yeah, nigga, shit. We cussing. I'm like, hold on, get my pizza. He want to talk about, yeah, man, I don't know what we would do without these phones, shit. I'm like, dog, give me my pizza. Like, why? What if I was a preacher or something? You just come up here cussing and talk to me like that. I don't want to hear that from you anyway. Don't talk, treat me with respect. I feel like, treat me like you would treat a wife. How a white man come out here, you wouldn't be doing all that. That's what I think a lot of problem with us as black people too. We see our people and get comfortable and think we can just talk to them. Like my mother hates that shit. She'll shut it down right then. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like sometimes, like, I think that's the problem. We see each other and we do each other, so we handle business with each other a certain type of way that we wouldn't with other races. I think that's a big problem too.
So if you bring that back full circle to the episode, that's kind of where I feel like Molly was going all the way left. Because she came in there, like, no matter how much she went talk about him to them other people, like to her friend circle and to whoever else, she talked about at my last firm. Yeah. But she over there trying to throw the jokes and be like people on CP time and doing this or that. So she came in with all that wrong energy. So when they clapped back on her at the end of the episode, I know she was embarrassed.
Yeah.
But
they must thought me on time with her.
yeah. I mean, they clapped back at her, but I mean, it was warranted because you sitting over here kind of acting as though like trying to play them like the stereotype.
Exactly.
They're doing stereotypical things, but sometimes it's just different. Like when the dude said, hey, no, your office is the storage. You're going to find that it's a lot more convenient to move these packages, whatever. Granted, it seems like a stupid ass idea. Don't put stuff all in my desk area. Like, don't do that. But maybe for them, that system works fine. Yeah. Maybe you're not going to be an advocate of it for yourself. But don't just kind of knock everything about it and say, oh, because they colored.
Especially your first day or first week on the job. You know what I'm saying?
I thought our office was nice.
It wasn't bad to me. Because when they first said storage the last episode, I'm like, oh, they going to have it in a closet? But then she had a window and everything in there. So, I mean, I didn't see they're like, oh my God, this is some bullshit in it. But, I mean, again, she came from another place, though, too. So that's ludicrous to her that somebody would have storage in their office.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I got storage in my office and storage at another facility at my job. But if it was all like storage, I mean, but think about it. In the classroom, all of your storage is in your classroom. Yeah. There might be one little closet with whatever. But so it was something that, like, I guess now that I work with quote unquote the white folks, my storage is not in the office. Yeah. maybe there is something to the whites, and as they say, blacks. The White Howard. Yeah. But another thing, since we were on the topic of just kind of work, another thing that was big on this episode for me was Issa at work. Yeah. And let some black people walk in. I bet they show off they token black meat. Did you notice on the flyer for We Got Y'all, they had Issa as like the second person on the flyer. Like she the damn near the vice president of the organization. That's the furthest thing from the truth.
How you play it though? Like, oh, they got a sister up there. Let me go over here and see what they talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how you play it. They market stuff like that all the time.
We have a line.
Yeah. I know a black person. Right. You know, I mean, that's to be expected. You know, with that being said, man, number 2, my favorite person.
No, I'm not there. I'm still talking about that. Stop looking at my paper. You print out your own paper and come prepared to do a podcast.
I got mine on my phone.
Then stop looking at my paper. You know what I mean? What I was just saying was, I think that's interesting because it brought it to another point. Mm-hmm. After they showing off their token black meat. Yeah. They go back to the office and they had some interviews with some different people. Yeah. And when they had their interviews, what I think was pretty interesting in that was that the black girl was like, how is it really? Like, and they had that old unwritten black talk. Like, how is it? You know what I mean?
The talk that you mostly have if it's one black person at the spot.
Black or non-black. My question is this. If you at a job and you at your job or whatever, your job, and somebody wants to get on at your job, are you going to lie to them to help your company recruit another person? Or are you going to keep it 100 with them and be like, hey, I don't think you really want this job?
Honestly, depends on how well I know that person. Like, if I feel like, and then too, because see, you can get yourself in trouble like that too, because everybody not black. You know what I'm saying? So, when I say that, meaning, you will say something to him and they'll turn around, white person walking in, well, he said I shouldn't come here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Which, how you look, they look at you like, what? So if it was you or somebody I knew, I'd be like, say, bro, this ain't the spot for you. You know what I'm saying? But somebody we just interviewed and I met, I'd be like, it's cool. You know, I've been here such time. You know what I'm saying? It might take some adjustment, but I think you'll be okay. I'll give you a general answer. I'm not going to say, hey, bro, don't run. You know what I'm saying? Or if you send me somebody, you know what I mean? Like, hey, man, I got somebody come over there. I might give them something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ask you, what kind of person are they? You know, because at the end of the day, if I come out and say something, I'm jeopardizing my job and, how I eat and what couch I'm sleeping on.
She basically, I think she handled the situation exactly right by kind of getting quiet and being like, it's got its ups and downs. Yeah. Like, don't lie to them, but you can let them surmise what they would like to. Yeah. But you can tell Issa totally checked out of her job.
She don't want to be there no more.
Yeah, she talking to them people and she like, yeah, it's a lot going on and she spaced out. So sometimes you be that way. And she saw, like, she on some whole grass is greener stuff, seeing that other little organization.
Yeah. It was kind of lit though.
I mean, it was alright.
It was playing music and stuff. It looked way more fun than we got y'all.
I mean, yeah.
It's more fun than we got y'all.
Yeah.
And these are my hands, but they're my hands.
No, I get your point, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, but my thing, your job ain't necessarily always about fun.
True.
But my thing is, I don't know. Like, what she feel like she'll fall? I guess because she raps, she feel like she musically inclined, so she could probably do something with that company. I still think that the play should be for her to start her own thing, but Issa not necessarily in a position to start her own thing. Yeah. But when you at a place where you don't have shit going like you doing, I think that is the prime time to do it. Because she got probably time to go sit down there while she on that couch and really write a grant and get her money.
Really, it worked because she don't be doing nothing but stamping papers. Like she wasn't doing but calling numbers back. You know, she ain't like she doing a whole bunch of work at work.
It don't look like she doing a lot of work.
Just sitting at the desk. You really could be getting it in, you know, researching stuff on Google, trying to find out everything you need to start your own little program. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Y'all we got.
Y'all all we got. All right, so hey man, let's run it. Like you said, let's run into the other things. Favorite person of the week, who you got?
I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be Issa this week, man. I think I like Issa coming up. I like Issa this week. I wasn't mad at Issa this week. I'm not looking at your paper, man. I don't like you. I like Issa this week. Issa I like how she stepped up, kind of stepped out on faith, went for that little job, the little managing role. And also how she was, you know, kind of adult, and she got out the house like the boy tried. You go ahead. But it tried to hit her with the lick me low, and she had blocked him. You know what I'm saying? That took some. I think she's starting to realize different stuff now. Maybe all coming full circle for her. And I was proud of Issa this week, man. Issa my favorite person, and she be spitting that real shit to him too sometimes. When you know he going through his little stuff, and they be having little conversations. You know, I like Issa this week.
Maybe that's why they call the episode backwards, like because she was backwards in regards to how she usually be, because she usually be the one messing it up, and she was the one. And I agree with a lot of things she said. She looked like she put a lot of things together this week. She was being a positive like idea, a positive mindset going throughout the week. It's funny because I might be Team Khalil at the end of the season because I'm Khalil this week again. I think it's live that he gave Daniel a shot. He got him in the crib, like, hey, come over here, I'm gonna help you out with what you need. He let him know, hey, I got a relationship with the artist you trying to work with. This is what he likes. I'm going to make something that he likes. I'm gonna help you take your stuff, make it what he likes. Get your foot in the door. He's basically launching his career. And
dude fighting it.
Yeah, Daniel fighting it. So I just think,
which I understand.
And I thought it was live. This is what the Spider won person of the week. Not Spider, I'm sorry. When Khalil won person of the week when he was like, nah, never mind, I got something else you want to listen to. When he played Daniel, I felt like he had to play Daniel at that point. Oh, you coming for my neck? You trying to say yours better than mine? And then he's staring at him like while he listening to the music.
Yeah, he did give him love.
Yeah, like Daniel, he passive aggressive, like you said, and I like how Khalil handled him. So Khalil is my person of the week, 2 weeks in a row.
I think he just like to be an asshole.
I just like how he handled his business, because last week I said that it was because he put him on, and again this week it's because I said he put him on. So I think that's 2 times you're not listening to. So let's go to the next part, the women are from Venus moments of the week. But listen, men do things differently. Like you just said something about Issa battered him off from trying to give her that oral. Yeah. But you know, it's kind of, I could have said that women are different in the fact that men think sex gonna solve everything, kind of sort of type of deal. But I'm not running with that. I think it's that same aspect where women are different than men. That Daniel don't want to feel like he getting a handout from somebody who putting him on, especially when you think you that dude. And I don't think Issa fully grasped that concept of who Daniel sees himself as.
That's what I was about to say.
Because Daniel sees himself as somebody who is nice. Yeah. Like, I am the best producer. My beats is fire. My beats is...
You can't come change
because you listen to him talk. Yeah. You see, I just thought the artistic melody of the Norwegian... They gonna love this shit. It's perfect. It's melodic. It's really like I don't want to be basic like these other cats. So he real sensitive about his art.
What you supposed to be.
So I don't think Issa get that. I don't think a lot of times, like I said, women might not get that point. Yeah. That if you're really, really sensitive about your art, you can't really just come and tell me to
turn the drums up.
Turn the drums up on it and turn this into something that it ain't.
Yeah. I agree with that.
So that's why I think women, the women are from Venus moment of the week.
I definitely agree with that. I feel like women don't understand it's a pride thing too. Especially Daniel, he noticing he got a lot of pride. Some things you gotta, if you really want it, you gotta go get it. I think he letting his pride get in the way of a lot of it. And sometimes men do that as well. And I think women understand, like, well, why don't you just do this? But dude be like, nah, you gotta understand, it's this, it be a pride thing with us a lot of the time. And I think Daniel going through those same things now. Even though if he could have just shut up and let that man turn the drums up on his song, and he might have been working with Spider for real now, instead of getting handled like he did.
He did get handled.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, he should let it. Sometimes you gotta set your pride aside, and for a man, it's kind of hard. It's just like, remember when we was talking about going to Midtown, and you gotta going out to Midtown, you gotta dress a certain kind of way. If you don't, you gotta put your pride aside and go in there, and you want to have a good time, or you want to party out there. Sometimes you gotta put your pride aside. And I think a lot of times women don't understand that particular thing with men.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting that he had the whole idea of that. Look, this is what that in his head, Issa was going to be supportive of his decision, and instead she went a different way. So a lot of times, men just be feeling like a woman, they woman, and I think he be treating her like that's his woman.
Yeah. Should
just be supportive of what the hell you talking about. Like what I'm saying, you should just be on board with this and not be telling me some stuff I don't want to hear. But
that's what make a good woman. If she don't tell you what you want to hear, she tell you what you need to know. What you need to hear. I mean.
So your woman from Venus Mama was the same as mine. I'm taking it.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, so Issa be tripping. Let me know.
Issa wasn't tripping this week like that.
Oh, so you saying she wasn't tripping?
I didn't see Issa tripping like that this week.
All right, let me tell you what Issa tripping. So you could agree with me again. That Issa, you got 3 friends. 2/3 of your friends are single. You can't be listening to Molly. All the guys, like you can't listen to people who think about it. I think people who successful at their day job, at their 9 to 5, be feeling like they can tell people so much about every other aspect of their life. I think Molly is just one of those character types who feel like she could tell her everything about her life. But not only Molly and them 2 other chicks was about like, oh no, it ain't worth even trying to see what you got with Daniel. True. And ultimately, I feel like that had everything to do with her saying, I'm not gonna rock with Daniel. I'm gonna don't know that this don't feel right. Yeah. I mean, I know it had a lot to do with the fact that he wilded on at the table and told her something she didn't want to hear about herself, that he always saving.
I'm always saving. Yeah.
I know she didn't like that, and I know that had a lot to do, contributed to the fact that she didn't want to go all the way with him that night.
I mean, you can't stay there. Somebody tell you I'm always saving you when you actually in a situation where they saving you right now. You should feel some kind of way about that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You should feel a way about that. And especially be like, you just like, you just always saving me. I'm in your house now. You should pick up and get out of there.
Yeah, I mean, Daniel, like, you can't tell me, like, I don't know what happened at the rest of their little dinner, and I don't know what happened on their ride home, and I don't know what happened when they was talking over there. I mean, and he put the apology on, and once again, like I said, sex gonna fix everything. He felt like, oh man, I'm a bowl it out. Then we're gonna this a perfect time, like a little makeup situation.
Why is bed so small too?
I mean, it is what it is. It's just one dude. Twin. And I mean, the thing is, she said, nah, I'm not feeling this. And I'm looking at the scene like, yeah, okay. There's a couple of things that was interesting to me about that. I mean, first of all, he got to get out of the bed, or she got to get out of the bed after that. One of them got to go sleep in the front. Yeah. I'm just gonna put it like that. Yeah. I'm not saying you gotta put her out of the bed after that. She can keep in the bed, but I'm not sleeping in the bed with you at that point.
I'm trying to look you over. You gonna push me? Hit me with the leg lock and push me?
And you staying in my house for free? Yeah. I'm going to sleep on the sofa tonight. And I think it should be kind of an unwritten rule that you should probably, you said you're moving? Yeah. Well, you should probably move tomorrow. Yeah. Like, you should probably move while I'm at work tomorrow. Yeah. Like, that's probably what it is, because you didn't that's almost kind of a no-go back type thing. Like, you're not going back from that. Now, like,
because you can't even sleep because you still smell that pussy on your face.
I mean, if that's what you think, I wasn't thinking that at all. But I mean, that's interesting. What you looking forward to next week?
I want to see the dynamics with Issa and that job she got. I don't think she understood. On call me when they gonna be calling you, running up on you, knocking on your door all the times of night, like you responsible for everything in the apartment now. I don't think she understood that. All she heard was that $750. You know what I'm saying? Which I get, but I don't think she understands the dynamic. And I'm interested to see what's gonna happen with her and Daniel now. Like, what moving forward, what's gonna happen with her and Daniel? Where does it go from here after the denial, after she told him no? I want to see what's happening with that. I mean, I want to see what's going on with Molly too. What's gonna happen at the job too? I'm ready for the plot to move.
I'm all in on bringing Dro back next week. I need him to come back or something, because we need to see Molly as the hypocrite that she truly is, sitting over there telling people not to stay in their job when not to mess with Daniel when you be doing all the wrong stuff with your relationship. I could deal with a whole Molly bash episode, and the reason is not because I hate Molly. I like Molly, man. I actually think she the most believable actress on the show. She might be the only actress, because if you think about it, Issa just probably be playing the role of Issa on this show.
Yeah.
She probably wrote a show about who she pretty much is, with some slight herself in different stages of her life.
Not extreme strict.
It's not extreme. It's not acting.
Yeah.
She's herself. She's the every woman. Like, I think Molly's actually probably acting as a role. In reality, somebody told me the other day that Molly is a virgin. That Molly was putting that on TV recently, that she never had sex before in real life. I mean, which makes it even more better actress, because I really like watching little Molly sex scenes. Molly sex scenes go hard for me.
Nice, boy.
Molly get it. But like I said, Issa just kind of be playing herself. So I'm ready for another Molly episode, I think, because like the last one was Issa and Daniel episode. Yeah. This was another Issa and Daniel kind of.
I'm ready for a Molly.
I'm ready for
a Molly tour.
Yeah, I'm ready for some more expansion on Molly. I like her as an actress on this show more than anything. So. I mean, that's all we got for this week. What? That's about
real quick, 20 minutes.
No, I mean that's what we said we were gonna do. So listen, man, look, give us some feedback. Let us know what you think.
Put it on social media, man. Comment under the thing on the best friend Instagram.
Comment and let us know what you think about this episode, and then we'll let you guys know what's happening out there, man. So check y'all out next week.
Go to the Twitter too.